I noticed an interesting thing in the reports of the General Staff of Ukraine. In the first 2 months of the invasion, enemy losses in personnel were 3,900 and 5,800 invaders respectively. In November the enemy's losses for the month were 16,970 eliminated, and for only 16 days in December, 7,830 invaders. But something else is interesting: losses of tanks and other armored vehicles. The Russian army lost 414 tanks in April and 401 in March. During November the enemy lost 217 tanks, and during the half of December only 55 tanks, having already destroyed personnel more than in full March or May. What does this show? The enemy began to fight completely meat-throwing Ukrainian positions mobilized and convicts, although I do not see the difference. They are all killers. Already there is a joke that underbomb the whole area is easier to pack in one black plastic bag than to collect each occupier in a separate. Such is the rate of loss that in 2 months the main formations will lose combat effectiveness with a lack of personnel of more than 50%. In the last 2 days alone 1,000 eliminated and at least twice that many more wounded. The heavy machinery, and therefore the offensive potential, is running out. Before the full-scale invasion, Russia had 3,300 tanks, 2,970 destroyed and captured so far, which is 90%. But Russia had about 15,000 in storage, including up to 5,000 obsolete T-55 and T-62 models, but their condition and recovery rate and time play a role. The enemy compensates partially with equipment from Belarus, as well as captured from the Ukrainians. The weather also plays a role in the use of heavy equipment. The Severodonetsk-Soledar-Bakhmut line is not surrendered by the Ukrainian side. This is a strategically important line of fortifications that allows us to effectively grind the mobilized potential of the enemy. Several lines of fortifications, shot artillery over the terrain, and no hard cover to attack the enemy. Battles are literally fought in mud swamps. Enemy losses only at Bakhmut may be up to 10,000. Artillery superiority remains on the side of the enemy, although there is a high probability of starvation of shells for artillery. The number of shells fired during the day has almost halved everywhere. This does not apply to individual areas such as Bakhmut. Predictably, already at the end of this month, the Russian army should feel a starvation. According to the Pentagon and Defense Express, Russia is already using 40-year-old shells, and the monthly capacity of the Russian military-industrial complex does not cover its needs. For example, they are capable of producing 22,152 mm shells in a month, enough for less than a week for the enemy's firing ramparts tactics. I think spring will be decisive in many aspects, and the enemy knows it. Not surprisingly, the enemy is now continuing another bout of vicious missile diarrhea. Another demonstration of total military impotence and a final shift to pure terrorism. In this war, with each passing day, Russia's role is becoming more and more pathetic and criminal. Despite the first wave of mobilization and cons, it is incapable of fighting. It can still only shit from a distance, destroying the civilian population and ruining electricity. Putin does not understand that the only effect of his attacks is the growing contempt of the whole world.